Good morning. It's still morning, right? I know we're almost to noon, but we've been in the tax committee most of the morning, and so we're going to let our president, Cindy Johnson, tell you all about that. We are nearing in on the end of week 5. We've had a very productive and a good week, and like I usually do, I'm going to step out of the frame because I'm going to turn the conversation over to Cindy, who testified on our behalf in support of House Bill 27 today. As you know, she was on the working group that worked on that bill, and since it was introduced, we worked on a lot of amendments to get it really to the place where we think it needs to be. And I'm going to let her take it away with explaining how that went today.
Good morning. Yes, we got to testify in favor of House Bill 27, and it is really a revision and cleanup of the ag taxation bill, or the ag taxation portion of our tax code, and we wanted to make sure that agriculture gets to enjoy an agriculture tax rate, and everybody that's not practicing agriculture does not. We have a lot of properties in Montana that have been taken out of production, so the land classification working group's whole purpose was to promote production agriculture. We had about 12 or 13 proponents testify for the bill, and about 15 or so opponents. A lot of folks who don't like the bill actually don't understand all of the provisions, and like Nicole said, the amendments are going to make this truly a good bill. We're looking forward to watching it proceed through the process. It will undergo some committee discussion and some executive action after, I think, one more amendment gets added, and then hopefully we get to see it on the floor.
With that, I will visit about some of the other exciting things this week. We're starting to see bills come over from the other chamber and swap houses, and we had a couple hearings on bills that we've already visited about around water and that bill that changes the way that you can bid on state land to making that cash for ag leases. And then also, most excitingly probably, in the House Ag Committee this week, we heard House Bill 356, carried by Representative Tillman from Cascade, and that bill is to add black bears to the livestock loss board. And this was at the request of Cascade County. They brought this up at their annual meeting, and that this was a challenge that a lot of their producers were experiencing, and there was an opportunity with the increased funding that the Livestock Loss Board had gotten in 2019, that board was really financially solvent, and there was an opportunity for them to be able to be compensated for black bears. That was a policy that had been on our books for quite some time, and so we were happy to be able to put that to fruition, and we thank their Cascade County President, Merrill McCamey, for coming down. He did a phenomenal job testifying in front of the committee, explaining why this was important to him and his neighbors, and also got a bunch of questions from the committee and answered those wonderfully. So it was a great representation of the value of the grassroots process, where when you see a problem, you can work with your neighbors to craft a solution, and then we can put it into action here in Helena. So that bill was heard yesterday and passed out of committee, which is very rare to have a bill that's heard and voted on in the same day. So we were appreciative of that committee's support. And with that, I am very excited for next week because about 70 of you all are headed here to Helena to put real producer faces and voices to the policies that you all have passed. There'll be training on how to do that and what the process looks like. There'll be meetings with agencies, the governor, there'll be a legislative reception, and we are looking so forward to welcoming you all here on Monday and Tuesday and getting to dive into the good work that's happening up here. So thank you, and we're looking so forward to seeing you next week.